We turn now to the field of sports, where many are seeing a significant racial disparity. While 57% of Division I college athletes are black, just 19% of their head coaches are African American. Earlier, I spoke with Shana Renee, who is the founder and sports blogger of allsportseverything.com and a sports educator. As well, from Las Vegas, we spoke with Tony Jones, who is the assistant basketball coach for Auburn University Tigers. Coach Jones, first of all, just tell me what your journey has been like as an African-American male coming up through the ranks in coaching.
Well, I mean, being from Detroit, Michigan, an urban area, I was brought up with not a lot of things, so I had to work and strive for, what I attained to be able to be one of the first people in my family to graduate from college, to be able to have an opportunity like this is most gratifying. So to be coaching collegiately for 19 years right now is something that I'm very proud to have on my resume, and hopefully I can continue being successful.
I feel certain that you will, but the numbers are really kind of interesting in doing the reading. There are 330 head coaching jobs in Division I basketball. However, African Americans count in fewer than 19% of those jobs, while of course the players make up 57%. Can you give me in some brief way the reason why that is?
Well, obviously, first of all, you have to be put in a position to go to the next level. Assistant coaches, a lot of us of African American descent are put in recruiting positions where they're not, so to speak, decision-making positions. I think coaches have to be given a title of associate head coach or assistant head coach, or top assistant if you don't have any distinctions as far as associate or assistant head coach. And they also have to be put in decision-making situations on that staff. They must be people who scout games, people who are a part of strategy sessions and things of that nature. Mm-hmm. You have search firms now that's looking for candidates, and those candidates, they have to have credentials to be put in a pool, right, to be selected, to be interviewed by these Division I institutions. So I think all those criteria play an important part.
Let me just ask you straight out, and I understand that you're working right now in Division I basketball, and you probably have to be wise and judicious about what you say, but have you faced blatant racism as you have pursued your career?
No, I can't say that I have, and I've worked for a number of quality people, and hopefully I can continue on my quest to be a Division I head coach.
All right, Coach Tony Jones, thank you so much for your perspective. I want to add to our conversation Shana Renee, who is a blogger and founder of allsportseverything.com. So Coach talked a little bit about the feeding system, if you will, right, into that head coach position. Will you parse that out just a little bit more as an explainer of why there seems to be so few African Americans represented in the head coach position?
Right. I think that the issue is that, unfortunately, at a lot of these powerhouse D1 major schools, the talent pool is just that they're not seeking African American coaches. Right now, they've taken the responsibilities away from the athletic directors to hire internally, and they're, going outside to pay upwards of close to $100,000.
But let's talk about, I'm going to interrupt you there, but let's talk about what is really the issue in college basketball, and that's money.
Right.
These schools want winning teams,
exactly,
because that translates into dollars,
exactly,
for their schools. So then how does race even play into that, and why does it even matter whether or not there is a black head coach if the coach that's in place can win tournaments and championships?
Well, honestly, I think that it's because it's an old boys club, and the boosters at these schools write huge checks, and you know, the school unfortunately has to answer to these boosters if they feel that, you know, they're not putting the proper people in place to represent the school and to fulfill that legacy that these prestigious, you know, athletic programs have held for years and years and years. So for someone who doesn't hold that necessarily that same background comes in and it's, you know, and it's a black coach, then unfortunately they question their skill set and whether or not they're capable of, you know, continuing the legacy.
Is there anybody that's really addressing this other than the conversation we're having here on Arise America?
I don't believe anyone's really addressing it. Unfortunately, the Black Coaches Association, which was very prominent, you know, in the 60s and 70s, and Coach John Thompson and John Chaney were very instrumental in leading that. It's not around as much anymore, so there's really no one leading the charge as far as really ensuring that black coaches get the same opportunities or the opportunities that they deserve.
Yeah, there does seem to be a disparity, but it's not clear what to do about it.
Right.
We'll have to leave it right there for now.
Okay.
Shana Renee, thank you so much, and again, we say thank you to Coach Tony Jones.
Thank you.